Welcome back to the Bailey Financial Group. This is Jerome, and day 8 of the FTMO challenge is now behind me. So I've been on a little bit of a slump lately, but I took 7 trades today. And for me, like I said in my last video, anything over 3 or 4 trades, that's a bit over trading for me and my taste. I like to be in and out. And if I go over 5 trades, that just means that I'm frustrated and going into tilt. Just keeping it real, just being real with myself and being real with you, to whoever's watching. So let's just take a look at this graph. I'm not going to go over every single trade because I took 7 of them. But what I want to do is just go over the last one that I took. So you can see where the slump is just going down and going down and going down. And at the end, I'm starting to go up a little bit again. And it's because I changed my setup slightly. I like to have 1 or 2 setups. Originally, I was doing the dump and pump and the pump and dump setups, which are really good setups, but I've been having difficulty spotting those specific setups because there are times, to be honest with you, that I would be looking for something that's just not there instead of seeing the market for exactly what it is. When the pump and dump is there, it's good. When the dump and pump is there, it's really good. But I've been forcing myself to force that setup in the market, and that's not how the market works. It's either the setup is either there or it's not. So, but let's get into it. Let me show you the last trade that I made, which was in gold. So let's scroll down here. So, not looking good right here, but I'm confident that's going to go up. Only takes maybe 2 or 3 trades, and I can just turn that whole thing around. So I'm not really worried. I still have plenty of time. So you go down, and this is the last trade that I took on gold, and it was an $880 trade. So I feel good about that. It's going to turn around here in a little bit. So let's see about my entry. Excuse me. So I got in, and you can see this started to take off right away. This was right after the end of the London session, and I actually stayed up all night because I had to be at work at 5 a.m. By the time we got here, we were at like maybe about 2 o'clock in the morning, so I just stayed up. But anyways, it started to shoot off right at the beginning. Okay, and here is my entry strategy. So I used a breakout, the breakout of the Asian session low, strong W pattern towards the upside. So let's take a look at that real quick. I think I have it up. Let's see. Yes. So here we go. Oh, and by the way, one of the trades I took, this is pretty much an M pattern. You see, double top, triple top started to come down and got in right here. And I just didn't take the best profits, but this was one of my trades at the very beginning of the session. But anyways, okay, so this green line represents the low of the Asian session. So it broke through the low of Asia, okay, and then it formed a little bit of a W, like right around here. And I got in at round numbers at the 00, so I got in right here. It just shot up, and it just kept going. And I took my profits a little bit earlier because I just didn't feel like, losing any more than I've been losing. So that's pretty much the gist of the trade. I'll tell you right now, the other trades that I had besides the last trade, between my first trade and the last trade with gold, I kept getting chopped up in here. And the reason why I kept getting chopped up right in here is because I was getting anxious, and I wanted to catch these moves. And that's just not how the market works. That's what the market wants you to do, is to get caught up in moves and get caught up in candle movements instead of being focused on your setup. So when we broke out of the Asia session, it's pretty clear that we have some W stuff going on at the bottom, and this is a clear W right there. And there's 3 things that markets do. Markets, they break out, pull back, reverse. They break out, pull back, continuation, or they break out, pull back, and they go into a range or a consolidation. So at this point here, the market broke out, broke out, pull back, all right, more pullback, and it's just ended up being a little bit of a consolidation, and it began to do a slight reversal. So I caught that, which was pretty cool. So I want to make this video shorter than 10 minutes. But the thing is, I manually got out of the trade, and even if I would have got out right there, I would have been in better props. But I manually got out, and I knew that I had to do something different, maybe look at a different setup, and that's what I did. And that setup was successful. And I'm glad that I ended on this trade on the trading day. It gives me a little bit more hope, and it gives me more hope of looking forward to getting over this hump right here. Okay, so I have more focus now, and I'm more open-ended. I have more of an open mind to using M patterns and W patterns with setups, with breakouts through the sessions. I think that's going to help me a lot. It's going to help me spot things a little bit better on the chart. So I'm looking forward to seeing what happens here within the next few days. There's one more trading day left this week, so I'm going to get ready for that. And I also added oil to my instruments, so I'm excited for that as well. Kind of trades like gold. As long as I keep my risk tight, then I know that I won't blow this account. So looking forward to passing this challenge. It might take a little bit longer than I thought, but everything's been a good learning process. I've been finding more out about myself, finding things out about my psyche and my headspace when it comes to trading, and it's a good thing. You know, mistakes aren't bad. They're only bad if you keep them just to be regular mistakes. But if you make that mistake and learn from it, then hey, you had a good mistake. So that's how I'm looking at it. But anyways, my name is Jerome with the Daily Financial Group. If you like this video, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more video updates throughout my FTMO challenge. Okay, so thanks for viewing this video. Stay blessed, take the money, and run.